Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB The Show 20, and today, still in the month of May, we will get into a game against the Colorado Rockies, but let's look at this Kansas City Royals in-division series. We lose game number 1 in that one, 5-3. Kansas City able to get the 2 runs in the 7th inning to get them the win there. We win the second game 4-0, a nice shutout behind Norris, who pitched really well in the game. And then the rubber game, we win it in 10 innings with a 2-run walk-off. Very nice to see, 6-4 win there as we end up taking the series from KC. We lose the first game of this Colorado Rockies series 3-1, and now we'll take a look at our supposed ace, Matthew Boyd, going into this game. Not much of a change in the lineups here. We are coming in 17-18. They are coming in 16-17, so 2 very evenly matched teams at this point in the season. Boyd has been 1-5 with a 4.68 ERA. We'll see what he can do today. Here's a nice strikeout to start off the game of Trevor Story. You like seeing that. And then with 2 outs, he strikes out Nolan Arenado to end the top half of the first inning. Good to see what Matthew Boyd has been able to do coming out so far today. He looks sharp. Chichi Gonzalez will start for the Rockies, 2-6 with a 5.29. His first batter is Victor Reyes, and he is going to take it into right field with a nice base hit. That will set us up with a leadoff runner on, but a dribbler over to third base. Arenado going to start the double play. They can't get him at first, so we'll still have a runner on for Yasiel Puig, who is going to put this one past Nolan Arenado at third base and put 2 on with just 1 away. The 2-2 pitch, and Miguel Cabrera caught looking. Chichi Gonzalez with the strikeout. So now Jonathan Scope is going to ground over to Arenado, who will get it over to second and end the inning. Into the second, bottom half of the second, and Austin Romine into center field. That'll bring 2 runs home, and the Tigers take the 2-0 lead on Colorado. Now, Trevor Story looking to get a little revenge for the strikeout, and he does. His second at-bat around on Matthew Boyd. He takes this one into the gap, having a little problem out there in the outfield, and Trevor Story with a RBI triple. Trevor Story getting the first run on the board for Colorado. Then we got a little dribbler over here at second, takes care of it to end the inning. Nice job by Scope there. Victor Reyes coming up in the bottom of the 4th, and he will dribble down the first baseline where we had an opportunity there. Dom Nunez now coming up for Colorado. He's going to take it down the left field line in the top of the 5th on a 3-1 count with 1 away. Putting himself on second, he gets to third with 2 away, and then into center field. Trouble out in the outfield as Garrett Hampson hits that one out there. He's going to easily round second and find his way to third with a triple as well. And Colorado going to take a 3-2 lead in the top of the 5th. Matthew Boyd struggling a little bit, and another hit up the middle. And Hampson going to come home on that one, and that's going to make it 4-2. Brian Shaw going to come into the game for Colorado, 6-0 so far this season. Of course, record doesn't mean all that much for relief pitching, but we're going to get a hit here with 2 outs, maybe a 2-out rally in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll see. Victor Reyes comes up, and a dribbler down the first baseline. That is going to end the inning and end the threat, as Murphy is going to be able to take care of that. So Jake McGee going to come into the game now for Colorado. He's got a 4.82 ERA here in relief, and Yasiel Puig deep out to left field, and warning track power as that one is brought in. So Gerson Marino going to come into the game for Detroit. He's been pitching pretty well so far this year. He continues that nice pitching with a nice strikeout to end the inning. James Pazos going to come in for the Rockies. A lot of pitching changes here from these bullpens. That one right up the middle. A nice leadoff hit in the bottom half of the 8th. So Kristen Stewart comes up. He takes one the oppo field into left field. And that will be 2 hits so far with just 1 away here. And strikeout looking on Candelario. He goes down. That brings up Austin Romine, who ropes one into left, but going to be able to make the play out there. Nice play out in left field. Dom Nunez back up again. He had a big hit last time he was up, and here it is over the fence and out of here for a 2-run blast for Dom Nunez, a 351-footer, and that is going to put the Colorado Rockies on top 6-2. Tough to make a comeback here for Detroit, as Wade Davis now going to come into the game in relief, trying to close us out of here, and a big strikeout he gets of Elvis Vizcaino. Now Yasiel Puig going to take one into left field, gets it past Nolan Arenado's glove. So great piece of hitting right there, and then again, this time Nolan Arenado makes the play down the left field line, and that will secure the win for the Rockies. Dom Nunez, player of the game with that home run, and no doubt he deserves it. Chichi Gonzalez goes 5 innings for Colorado. They end up getting the win here. Nunez, the only home run for the Rockies. The only extra base hit for us was a double by Candelario. Boyd, not great in that pitching department. He did not have the best game. He started out okay, but wasn't great for him. That second game, we lose 6-2 as well. So, sweep by the Colorado Rockies, and look at this, a sweep by the Cleveland Indians as well. So, not looking good so far in the month of May, as another sweep comes through, a 4-game sweep by the Minnesota Twins. You hate to see it. You hate to see how bad Turnbull has been, as he, in real life, shows some pretty good potential. But we are going to try to rectify that as we find another pretty even matchup here, going up against the Seattle Mariners, who are 18-28. Marco Gonzalez going to take the mound for them. A 3.90 ERA so far for him. His whip's pretty high at 136. And right away, Jonathan Scope takes one out to left field, and that is a moon ball. That thing is out of here. 401 feet for Jonathan Scope, his 9th of the year. Here in the first inning already, Marco Gonzalez giving up some runs. And if you're a Detroit fan, you'll love to see it if you're supporting these Tigers. Ivan Nova going to take the mound for the Tigers, a 3.42 ERA so far for him. And he gets the strikeout of Daniel Vogelbach to end the first inning. You'll love to see it, but Vogelbach, his second time up, going to try to get some revenge here, as he is going to hit one into left field. It's taken care of out there, but it does turn into a sacrifice fly and tie this ball game at 1. Then in the bottom of the 4th, a deep hit out there, but nice run down and grab out in center field. So now Jake Rogers going to come up with Marco Gonzalez still pitching in the top of the 5th, and he takes one out to right field as the jump not in time out there in right field, and Rogers with his 3rd homer of the season, 345 feet. Another solo shot, 2 solo shots for the Tigers in this one, have them up 2-1 in the 5th. You'll love to see it. Mitch Haniger now up against Nova, and he's going to hit one over to second on a line, and that's going to get taken care of. So Nova getting out of some jams, and you like to see that as well. C.J. Cron going to make the big hit out in left field. Another long ball for this Tigers offense. Cron with his 8th homer of the year, 400 feet, and the Tigers will go up 3-1 on 3 solo shots. That seems to be all they're able to do today, is just hit this long ball for solo shots. No RBIs coming in really big, as Patrick Wisdom now coming up for the Mariners in the bottom of the 6th, as they have a man on second, but Nova able to induce the fly ball out there. Now it's Kristen Stewart. This time Marco Gonzalez is out of the game, but Taylor Williams is going to give up a 2-run long ball to Kristen Stewart, a 407-foot bomb, his 4th of the year, and the Detroit Tigers have opened the scoring up. It is 5-1, and certainly looking like they are well on their way to winning this game, as Gerson Moreno going to come into this game. A 2.08 ERA for him. His average versus righties has not been good, but facing a lefty right here is going to induce a ground ball double play. Still leaves a man on third, so he's got some work to do here on Malik Smith, who lifts one into right field, and that is a nice grab from Yasiel Puig to end the threat. Now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, easy ground ball for Scope to take care of, and the Tigers will get the win in Seattle at T-Mobile Park. Yasiel Puig and company bowing out in the outfield. Jake Rogers gets the player of the game honors with his home run. But 4 long balls for the Detroit Tigers, and Ivan Nova pitches an absolute gem today. No extra base hits for the Seattle Mariners offense. We go into the second game against Seattle. We win that 5-4 in extras in the 11th inning. We were losing that one 3-1, able to make a nice comeback and get the win in extra innings. And in the opportunity for the sweep, Seattle thwarts that thing as they win 14-8, scoring 11 runs between the 6th and 8th innings. And we go into a series against the lowly San Francisco Giants, get a 5-4 win in game number 1 of that series. Johnny Cueto pitched pretty poorly in his outing before he was taken out in the 5th. The next game, San Francisco would get the better of us 4-2. As we will take a check into AAA with the Toledo Mud Hens. Another even matchup being shown here today, 19-21 against the Charlotte Knights, who are also 19-21. Casey Mize on the mound today. Wanted to get another look at him. A 2.47 ERA so far, 4-2 on the year. So getting some kind of run support. There's a nice strikeout to start his day. And he will oppose Dane Dunning, who is a nice top prospect in the Chicago White Sox organization. And right away, laced into left center field. That is going to be all the way to the wall as that goes into the gap. And that will bring home a run early in this one in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Mud Hens. Now another at-bat here, and that's going to be a big strikeout for Dane Dunning, as he does show that he's got some pretty good stuff. And then he gets Lugo looking. 2 strikeouts for Dunning in his first inning, but he does give up a run. Now Mize inducing the ground ball double play. Awesome double play there for the Mud Hens defense. And a dribbler over to third as they threaten to score in the 3rd inning, and no good, as that one is thwarted. Casey Mize also getting a nice strikeout here in the 4th inning for his 2nd strikeout of the day. But then Nicky Delmonico takes this to deep center field, hits it into the streets of Toledo. An absolute ripper, his 9th of the year, 414 feet. But Daz Cameron has something to say about that in the bottom of the 5th. It is gone over the left field wall, 388 feet, his 4th of the year, and he gives the Toledo Mud Hens back the lead at 2-1. Long balls ruling this episode today, but you love to see it from some top prospects, some guys we hope to see in the majors soon. And you love to see Casey Mize pitching well, as Dane Dunning here is going to get tagged again in the bottom of the 5th. It's not over for him. He gave up that homer to Daz Cameron, but now a triple to Woodrow, and that is going to put a man on third. Nobody away here. A dribbler over to shortstop. He can't handle it right away. They do get him at first base, but that brings Woodrow home. Isaac Paredes now with 2 on. He's going to dribble one up the middle. Tough handling for the center fielder out there, and that's going to bring home another run. Toledo goes up 4-1. Nice piece of hitting for Isaac Paredes. That brings up Dowell Lugo, and Lugo gets a high heater to just lace into left center field, and it goes over the wall. 410-foot, 3-run bomb for Dowell Lugo. His 4th of the year. Nicky Delmonico up again with Mize, and Delmonico has been the only one to kill us so far today, as he gets that one all the way into the right field corner. That will bring home another run on Casey Mize. It'll be 7-2. Still in favor of Toledo, though. So now Mize going to give up another hit here past the shortstop. And a perfect throw home is just not going to be in time. So Mize will give up his third run of the evening. Travis Demeritt in against the relief pitcher now, Drew Anderson, and he's going to hit one into the left center field gap. That's going to bring home another run at the very least. It'll be 8-3 Toledo. Still in the bottom of the sixth with the bases loaded now, and third baseman having a little trouble, and he's going to be safe at first. What a hit. Gorkis Hernandez now coming against the relief pitcher Anthony Castro for us, and that will end the game. A 9-3 win for the Toledo Mud Hens. Casey Mize picks up the win. Darryl Lugo going to be the player of the game in this one. I don't know. I probably would have given it to Daz Cameron, as he was the last run that really mattered as we opened up the game after that. Delmonico, the home run for them. Lugo and Cameron obviously are home runs. Paredes, Shales, Lugo, Cameron, and Demeritt with the RBIs. So that'll do it for today, as the Tigers not looking good. 13.5 games back. Let me know what you guys think. Who would you maybe get rid of in a trade? Make sure you drop a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and can't wait to see more MLB 20.